always remember that when working with hydraulics or around any sort of thing that is being held up with hydraulics, always make sure that the hydraulic stops are in place to prevent any crushing hazards that are brought upon by in this case, the dump trailer. Vehicle is in neutral, the brakes are all set, and that the PTO is also off before you can start the vehicle.
Always make sure there's nothing on the belt or on the shaft.
So, whenever the PTO shaft on a vehicle is running, always make sure to always go around rather than over, because getting caught in it, you could cause severe injury and quite possibly death. Alright guys, so before we get started here, it is important to inform that everything is off. So, I'm not at any major safety risk here. So this right here is what we call the center sump, the big auger that leads to the outside where all the crops are going towards the center here. You want to, when this thing is running, you want to avoid this at all costs, because if you get your foot in there, you're probably going to lose your foot and cause severe injury. Could kill you if you're not careful. So you want to stay away from this whenever you can. Another major thing to probably point out is that I am pretty much standing on the floor here, so there's no risk whatsoever of these like top or sides collapsing in and drowning me. So it's not like something bad just randomly going to happen. So we are on the floor level. This is at the floor level, so we are taking all precautions, so we're safe here. So, as you can see here, the auger sweep is in the bin, and you really can't see it. And that's a major safety thing, because I mean, you always have to know where the auger is, because even though you can't really see it, you should always be aware that it's right here. Because if I just dig down a little bit, there's one of the parts of the auger. And if you get your foot caught in that, you're not going to have a good time. So, as you can see here, I'm in the grain bin with the sweep auger here. It is very important to stay clear of the auger, especially since right now it's running. So always stay clear of the auger when it's running.
You should always treat an off auger like an on auger, because it is still as dangerous.
Safety.
Safety.
So guys, just like COVID, it is recommended that you do wear a mask when working in a grain bin, especially with soybeans. It's not required, but unless you want to have bad lungs, you should probably wear a mask in there, because lungs, it hurt. Yeah. Good. Something else to mention is always make sure you're clear of the back end of vehicles. Those big trucks have a pretty big blind spot behind them, and if you're behind that truck, there is a good chance you might get run over if you're not careful. So stay away from the back end of trucks.